Imagine a machine so unstoppable, so capable, that it makes you question whether it was built for Earth or some distant, unexplored planet. That's exactly what happens when you look at the Mercedes-Benz Unimog. And today, in this stunning peach color, it looks less like a rugged utility truck and more like a piece of mechanical art, blending brute force with elegance in a way that almost feels unfair to other vehicles. This isn't just a truck. It's an engineering statement, a symbol of power, precision, and purpose that seems almost too advanced to exist in the real world. At first glance, the peach color instantly captures your attention. It's not a color you'd expect on something this massive and muscular. Yet, it works perfectly. The metallic peach finish shines like a jewel under the showroom lights, reflecting every curve and contour of the body. You can see how the light dances across its rugged hood, how the reflections move over the bold front bumper, and how the massive tires give it a stance that's both elegant and intimidating. This is where Mercedes' attention to detail becomes obvious. Even in a vehicle designed for the harshest environments, luxury and style are never compromised. As you approach the front, the first thing that hits you is its sheer size. The front grille carries that unmistakable Mercedes-Benz emblem, proudly displayed at the center like a badge of dominance. The headlights, perfectly integrated into the design, feature powerful LEDs that cut through darkness like daylight. The bumper is solid, built to handle any impact, and the approach angle is steep enough to conquer boulders, rivers, or snowbanks without hesitation. The Unimog's design is purposeful. Every part, every line, every bolt serves a function. Yet, Mercedes engineers made sure it looks stunning while doing so. The peach color softens its aggressive stance just enough to make it look luxurious without taking away its wild personality. Moving to the side, you start to appreciate its proportions. The ground clearance is enormous, you could practically walk under it if you tried. This truck isn't meant for paved city roads. It's built for places where there are no roads. The suspension system is one of the most advanced ever put into a production vehicle. Portal axles, flexible frame design, and high torque differentials make it possible for the Unimog to keep all wheels on the ground even when the terrain twists and turns in impossible ways. The peach body gleams under the light, showing off its robust fenders and side steps. The chrome accents contrast beautifully with the soft, warm paint, giving it that high-end feel you'd expect from a luxury Mercedes SUV, except this SUV can climb mountains. The left side shows off its massive doors, heavy-duty hinges, and the height that makes you realize just how serious this machine is. You don't step into a Unimog, you climb into it. The interior sits high above the ground, giving the driver an unmatched view of the world. And when you move to the right side, you notice how even the smaller details have been meticulously crafted. The step bars have an industrial look but with a polished finish. The wheel arches are designed to accommodate giant all-terrain tires that seem ready for mud, sand, rocks, and everything in between. It's not just a vehicle, it's a moving fortress. Now let's talk about what really makes this truck so special, its capability. The Mercedes-Benz Unimog is famous for going where other vehicles physically can't. Whether it's flooded roads, snowy slopes, or desert dunes, this beast can cross them all. It can drive through water that's more than a meter deep, climb inclines of up to 45 degrees, and even tilt sideways by almost 40 degrees without rolling over. That's not just impressive, it's mind-bending. The Unimog was originally designed for military, rescue, and expedition use, but over the years, Mercedes has refined it into something more. In this peach-colored version, you can see that evolution. It's not just about surviving the environment anymore, it's about doing it with class and confidence. When you open the door and step inside, the world changes. You expect rugged, simple controls like in most off-road trucks, but what you find instead is pure Mercedes luxury. The cabin is a masterpiece. Soft peach and black two-tone leather wraps around the seats, the dashboard, and even the steering wheel. Chrome trims sparkle under the soft ambient lighting. The digital display glows with precision, giving the driver access to everything from terrain modes to differential controls. The steering wheel feels more like something out of a high-end sedan than a utility truck. Every switch and button clicks with that satisfying Mercedes touch, a feeling of quality that you can sense even before you drive. The seats are designed for long expeditions, offering support and comfort that lasts for hours. The view from the driver's seat is commanding. You sit above almost every other vehicle on the road, looking down at traffic as if from the cockpit of an aircraft. The peach accents inside tie the entire look together, giving the cabin a warm yet powerful personality. Even the air vents and door handles have been given that refined Mercedes touch, because luxury, here, isn't optional, it's part of the DNA. Under the hood, the Unimog continues to amaze. Depending on the configuration, it can come with a powerful inline-4 or inline-6 diesel engine, capable of producing immense torque even at low RPMs. This torque is what allows it to pull, climb, and crawl through any surface without losing control. The transmission is a multi-gear setup with both high and low ranges, giving the driver complete control over traction and speed. You can even engage individual differential locks when things get really tough. It's not just built to survive, it's built to dominate. But perhaps the most fascinating part of the Unimog is its versatility. This truck can be transformed into anything: a snowplow, a rescue vehicle, a firefighting truck, a mobile command center, or even an expedition RV. That's why enthusiasts around the world love it. It's the one vehicle that doesn't fit into a category. It's too powerful to be called a pickup, too luxurious to be called a work truck, and too capable to be called an SUV. It stands alone. And when it's finished in this unique peach tone, it becomes a symbol of individuality, a statement of confidence and strength with a hint of elegance. Driving a Unimog isn't like driving anything else. The way it moves, the way it handles rough terrain, the way it absorbs impact, everything feels engineered to perfection. The portal axles lift the drivetrain higher, giving unmatched ground clearance while keeping the center of gravity balanced. The flexible frame design lets each wheel articulate independently, so even when one wheel is climbing a rock, the others stay grounded, maintaining grip. The steering is precise for its size, and the visibility is extraordinary. Every moment behind the wheel feels like a reminder that you're in control of something truly special. When you see this peach-colored Unimog parked in the showroom, it's hard not to stare. It has that rare presence, the kind of aura only a few machines in history have. It doesn't shout for attention, it commands it. It looks both elegant and unstoppable, refined yet fearless. The peach color gives it a warmth that contrasts beautifully with its mechanical toughness. It feels like a paradox, beauty and beast in one frame, and that's why this truck almost shouldn't exist. It challenges the logic of design, the boundaries of engineering, and the expectations of what a vehicle can be. It's too advanced, too powerful, too versatile, and too beautiful for the category it belongs to. Yet, Mercedes-Benz made it anyway. They built it not because they had to, but because they could, to prove that no limit is too high and no terrain too rough for German engineering. So when you look at the 2026 Mercedes-Benz Unimog in peach color, remember, you're not just looking at a truck. You're looking at decades of innovation, passion, and perfection rolled into one unstoppable machine. A vehicle that shouldn't exist, but does, and in doing so, it reminds us that sometimes, impossible things are the ones most worth creating.